Hi everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a reading today for you for the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine Twin Flames. If you need any of my services, my website is www.twinflames3344.com, and the address and my email is below. I do coaching and card reads and numerology. I also have a CD out called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames for those who don't know me. And that's available on iTunes, Google, Amazon, and CD Baby. And it has my third energy attached to 7 of the songs. Confirmation that maybe you should purchase one of my songs or the whole CD. My third energy is attached to the music, so it will help you clear. And hopefully a nice way to do it. Yeah. And if there's something that you're looking for that I don't list, because I have a very simple menu on my website, just drop me an email. My email is below. Today is October 12th, 2017, and someone's trying to call. 32 is a 5. And in the numerology book, The Divine Triangle, it is the 6 of Wands, which is about getting attention. The 32-5 is about change and conflict. It's also about freedom and expressing yourself, vacations, excitement and fun and romance. Those are all attached to the number 5. So in reference today, though, to the attention and the change, it's about bringing the attention to yourself for change. The day today is the number 12, which traditionally is always about wisdom, and the hangman, because when he's hanging upside down, he's thinking in a wise way, He's trying to see things from a different point of view, in a peaceful way. He's still, he's just hanging out, and he's not trying to force anything. He's just allowing things to come. And when it's ready, he'll wake up and get it. So it's about, and Spirit's connecting with me this whole time. So it's really about putting the attention back on yourself instead of trying so hard to get your twin's attention. I also picked a card from my French deck. It's called Les Portes de l'Intuition, so the door of your intuition. And the card that came out initially, meditation wanted to come out too, but it wasn't the primary card, so it's just a reminder to meditate because it clears your mind and your preoccupations and your ego. Okay, so to meditate more, it'll take you to that peaceful place. Okay, but the card that came out of this French deck was this card. Okay, it's called l'horloger or l'horloge. I'm not sure how it's pronounced in French, but that means the clock. And it's about with time and a real desire to succeed, you'll get the desired result. Believe in yourself and everything can happen. Okay, so it's saying time and patience and the desire to succeed, the love. Just believe in yourself and everything can happen. Okay, so a reminder to love yourself. And not to pay attention to the clock. It just is what it is. And time is an illusion, as we know. So that is my French deck. And here's the meditation card if you're interested in the picture. It's a really beautiful, beautiful deck I bought in the south of France. Okay. The meditation. Okay, so it's kind of overcast here. The energy's not as high as I'd like it to be today. But that's okay, because it's about transmuting those energies when they're not ideal to get your best out of it and stay in your positive energy, your optimism. The mail headings I have for today, we're at 2:19 a.m. Michael's, so don't forget to call in Archangel Michael for protection, for an indigo platinum shield. You should really protect yourself in some kind of cocoon whenever you go out and you're around a lot of other people with other energies, other lower energies, so it doesn't drain you. 311 was Acme, which I always read as I see me, which how perfect with today. We're supposed to see ourselves today. That was 311. And also eagles came up. So whatever you attach to the eagle is what they're trying to get across to you. So it's different to different people. But there's definitely wisdom in the eagle, and power, and flight, freedom. 421, it's not what you know, it's who you know. 643 is open ASAP. So open your heart now. 702 is musician's friend. Maybe there's a musician's friend that you should connect with today. 702, the clock is ticking. Okay, and that syncs with the clock message I just gave you. Okay, about patience and time and just believing in yourself. When you have the desire to succeed, you will. You just have to let go of the outcome, because time is an illusion. 743, 3 days left. So if somebody syncs with that, let me know. But maybe 3 days to, get it together, let go, meditate, get into your heart space. Really important. Maybe you should be doing a lot of that in the next 3 days. It's the Right Aid, okay, because it's from Right Aid. 748, Holister. Attach yourself to holistic people. If there's any holistic treatments you'd like to do, acupuncture, massage, might be a good time to do it. 810, last chance to be the first. 812, again, last chance. Do more for way less. Okay, so it's not always about effort. Sometimes less effort is more powerful. So that's why we're to meditate and go within. Okay, so it brings up the things you need to know by just allowing. 823, I always see 20 as 20, so reminding you again to meditate, bring yourself back to 0. 849, don't miss your chance. 901, Puritan's pride, so pride is coming up again. On both sides, for the masculine and the feminine, we need to take these last couple months of the year to work on pride issues, because that's ego. 918, Books of the Sea. So if that syncs with someone, let me know, okay? Because I felt guided to put that up. Books of the Sea. 948, limited time. 948 again was 99, gutter cleaning. So cleaning out all the crap. 9 is endings. Okay, so literally clean out your vessel as well as your home. Get rid of stuff you don't need. And then 2 1007s. The first 1007 was great news. The second 1007 was chase freedom. Enjoy your freedom while you have it. Have fun. That's an order. Great news to have fun. 1055. It was in French. Journée privilège, which translates into privileged days, which just reiterates what I just said. These are your privileged days. Take advantage of it. What can you do by yourself that you can't do with someone else that you love to do? 1155, sweet deal. It is a sweet deal. 1202, click. So let me know if that means something to somebody. Okay? Allow things to click with you. It also reminds me of the dings on the phones. Okay? They're always confirmations. So whenever you hear that ding on your phone, from a message coming in, It's usually right at the right time, so pay attention to that. 1207, feeling connected again. Feeling connected again. Or actually, that wasn't the message, but I guess that was supposed to come through because I'm reading into something else I was writing. Feeling connected again, which is a great message. But it's feeling stressed, time for another It was M dot dot dot. So it's either massage, which actually was funny because after I wrote this down, my sister called me and offered me a massage. So time for M, but it's also M meditation, ohms and M's and whatever you need to do for your meditation. So again, a lot of meditation and massage is coming up. 1209, coconut oil. Massage with coconut oil. 1211, musician's friend again. So maybe there's a friend of yours who's important to connect with, who's a musician's friend. Or that just music is your friend, so to listen to music. 1238, hello. And I was getting the song, Hello, It's Me. I can't think of the tune. And my twin's connecting with me at this moment. Hello, it's me. Or I can't think of it. I couldn't before too. But if that resonates with one of you, let me know. Post the song below. 1246 was Gizmo. And I always love the 46s because that's the 6 of cups. The children in the garden. And what I was getting from Gizmo is Gremlins. So maybe there's a message in that movie. Maybe you should watch it today. And remember, this is what I just got in Spirit connected with me, that Gizmo is just a cute, cuddly guy. It's the outside forces that turn him into a monster, right? Okay. Which is a great tie-in, okay? So, Spirit's still connecting with me on that one. I like that one. I love Gizmo. Okay, so don't forget, lots of good news today. And hang out and have fun. Think about things from a different perspective. Be wise. And I noticed the owl in a card earlier too. I can't remember which card it was. If I pull it up again, I'll let you know. So I have the read. I'm going to get right into it. Again, this is my new spread called The Point. And it's based on the Merkaba, so the 2 triangles of the Merkaba, the feminine and the masculine, and then the point, and then in the outcome. The point brings both sides together. What is it that they have to do from their 2 different perspectives to get the outcome that they want? So I'm going to tell you the underlying energies first. So from the mini deck, we have the 5 of Cups, okay? So on both sides, there's still sadness and regret or loss, you know? And you need to pull out of those sad feelings. It's about, and underneath it is the 9 of Wands reverse, which is good. So it's about letting go of a lot of the wounds. But just the sadness. It's all about emotions and feelings because the Queen of Cups was coming up under that. Okay? So release the sadness attached to your past wounds that you're letting go of. Okay? In the numerology deck, the underlying energy is synchronicity, which is number 87. And this is purple. I know it looks more blue on the screen, but it's purple with a pink to magenta Merkaba in the middle. So it's about the heart and the third eye. Compassion, really. I'm sorry. Just wanted to get rid of a little bit of negative energy. 87 is again a 6 actually, and the numerology deck or the numerology book only attaches numbers to the tarot deck up to 78, obviously. So 87 is the reflection of 78. So maybe there's a reason I brought up the end of the deck. And 78 is the 10 of Pentacles. It's about family, money, and legacy. And this card's talking about synchronicity. And 7 is the number of spirituality. It's calm and peaceful and still on the inside, and then powerful and manifesting on the outside. So even if you're feeling timid and weak, transmute that into your spirituality on the inside so it reflects as more powerful on the outside. And it brings up your synchronicities. You know, becoming your spiritual self on the inside and peaceful will bring you more synchronicities to follow. But again, it's a 6 overall, which is of love, family, and community. Love. And if you're interested, the card underneath that is financial discipline, which is 48, which is a 3. And financial discipline's been coming up a lot, actually, on both sides. And financial discipline is heart, total heart. It's green and pink. So there's a tie-in to the heart, to your financial discipline. And it's all 4s and 8s in the 3. So it's really all about combining stability with expression. Stability with expression. So it's about spending your money more wisely, more in tune with who you are at a core level. So that's the kind of financial discipline they're referring to. The Tarot Sexual Magic, the bottom of the deck, is the 9 of Swords, which in this deck is like the nightmare that you keep having. This is on both sides. So, you know, the dark night's coming up a little bit still to release it. It's about control, because the card underneath it is, you know, someone trying to control and, you know, get someone drunk, but, you know, she's doing it to herself too, because you'll see here too, she's putting her finger in the fire. So remember, it's not one person's fault, that we're both doing it to ourselves, and that's the Knave of Pentacles. They bring up the need to always have something new. Okay, and new is good, but not when you're putting pressure on yourself to constantly have something new. It's about a new start, but without pressure and without being destructive. And it's the 9, so it's all about just letting go of the old, and the stuff. And we brought up cleaning out your body and your house, you know. So cleanse your body, massage, even flushes is a great way to cleanse your body, or a fast, and meditation to clean out your mind. Okay, so it's a reminder about that. Don't let money control who you are, because it's the Page of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is underneath that. And in this deck, you know, she's all about herself and her money. Don't let money control your life. It's not about the money, it's about the inspiration behind it. So the Golden Universal Tarot here, the bottom of the deck is the 5 of Swords. Okay, so you're feeling a trend here on the underlying energy. The Divine Masculine and Feminine both are going back into their thoughts. And the Chariot's under this at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so where we were on the right path, ascending, now we're falling back into our old thoughts and old patterns, okay? We had released ourselves from that prison, and now we're just going into that conflict again in our own minds about what's real, because of the nightmare of it all the constant synchronicities and the separation, which is the Romance Angels. The bottom of the deck is separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. But again, this is underlying energies. So when you keep thinking that, you're manifesting that. And the card underneath that is this could be the one. So obviously the energies going into this are not the energies we want. So we need to meditate and transmute those energies. Because what's going on right now, that underlying energy needs to be changed. Which is why I am transmuting all this negative energy. If you're wondering what I'm doing, it's something I actually learned from Patricia McNeely. This was 1.5 years ago when I first met with her. When she was teaching me how to connect with your twin at night, in order to release the negative energies. Well, I breathe in and, as you always intend as you let your air out to breathe out negative energies. But in your wing chakras, you can release that energy, which is the reason why I'm always, pushing my shoulders back. But you notice when you push your shoulders back and you hold your hands back like this, what does that do? It opens your heart space, okay? So open up your heart, okay? So those are our underlying energies. Now for the feminine side. The feminine triangle leads with the heart, okay? And she has the world. And it's clarified by the Queen of Swords. So on the triangle, it's like being at the top of the world. The feminine, she is at the top of her world. She can do whatever she wants. And it's saying, enjoy the world now while you can. Look at your feminine self in the mirror, because this card always reminds me of the feminine in the mirror. So if you're the masculine and you get this card, I would feel you'd be looking at your feminine. But this is definitely for the feminine twin flames, not the masculine. It's showing you you're still trying to tell your story. See that? The Queen of Swords is all about in mourning. She's sad and she's built a shell around her to protect herself. And Spirit's connecting with me to let go of this and see your world for what it is, all the beauty that's around you. Let go of being the Queen of Swords. You see her? She's got her hand out. She's still trying to tell her truth. They're saying let go of the story. That the feeling is, I'm sad because I miss you. That's the truth. The story doesn't mean anything, because ultimately it's just that feeling. I'm sad because you're not at my side. I'm sad because you walked away and I don't know why. That's all you need to say. You don't need the story. And you don't need the shell anymore, okay? You need to open your heart to the world. Okay? You got the eagle in there too. The animals, they're very protective. It's like Archangel Michael is over here and the eagle's over here. And they're saying, the eagle's telling me, pay attention to us today, not to the lion and the bull at the bottom. Because they look really mean and scary. The eagle's saying, keep it up here, not down there, okay? Yeah, it's definitely Archangel Michael, organic Archangel Michael, and the eagle. And the eagle's saying, know what's real and illusion. Don't look down, look up. Look up. You know, that's in sadness too. When you're sad, you're looking down. Look up. And Elizabeth from House of Items too says that was a great trick to put a pen in your mouth to fake your smile. You know, to help your endorphins kick in. Alright, so the feminine, the bottom two cards of the feminine triangle are the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, okay, with the clarifying cards. The clarifying cards are the Six of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and then you have here the Queen of Wands reversed. So the Seven of Cups is always about choices to make. You know, it comes after, in the cups, you have the Six of Cups, which is the coming together of friends and love and innocence. You know, it's that purity of coming together in love. So now that you have that togetherness, now you need something to do. So it's that natural process of, okay, what do we do now? What do we love? What are all the things we love to do? And then you have the Two of Pentacles next to it, and Spirit's connecting with me, juggling all of this stuff. And I'm picking up on the infinity in the Two of Pentacles as well. There's nothing wrong with juggling, but it's the balance between the juggling. Okay, they're focusing in on the middle of the card where the Two Pentacles come together, where the twins come together. You know, they have their own sides, the masculine and the feminine, right? And when you come together, that's the void. That's the peaceful place. So as long as you can keep the finances in balance, the needing to spend or always have something new to do, it's saying to keep it in check. They're saying that you can go out in the street and dance and it's free. So maybe they want you to have a block party. It's also saying beware of the dragons in the options. And I'm specifically getting dragons. And the snakes, of course. So when you have all of these options, you know, you have to be discerning about it. And that's why we're in the Hangman today. It's being wise and trying to see things from a different perspective. You don't need tons of options. You only need a few things that you love to do. Keep it simple. It's being clarified by the Six of Cups, so it's interesting the Six of Cups came up in my description because I wasn't focusing on this when I said that. The Ten of Cups and the Queen of Wands. There's some anger that needs to be released from the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine's feeling very frustrated because they're just tired of all of this. They're tired of the juggling and going back and forth and back and forth. And understood. And the illusions. And feeling like you're crazy. But the clarifiers are the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups. It's reiterating. It's not an illusion. See? Ten of Cups and the Six of Cups. This is the twins and their happiness. It's real. And if the anger comes up, then clear it. And I'm getting this too. If you get angry, throw something if you need to, okay? I'm literally saying this. Don't throw it at anyone and don't hurt anyone. But if you need to get that anger out, be physical. Go box. Okay, exercise. It's saying jog. You know, he's a jugular. A jugular. He's a juggler. And there may be something about the jugular too. Don't go for the jugular. Okay? Find another way, another outlet for your frustrations and your anger. So exercise, take walks, and meditate. But transmute that energy. And love yourself. That's loving yourself. So don't get mad at yourself for feeling that way. So don't judge yourself. Okay? So that's for the Divine Feminine. It's all about letting go of the sadness, being in your joy, take advantage of the opportunities you currently have, and exercise and meditate. You have so many options out there. Pick one and go with it. Just do it. Don't think about it. Just have fun. Dance. And when you're tired, sleep. But yeah, it's time to let go of the shell, the sadness, the story. The other clarifying cards that popped out for the Divine Feminine from the Golden Universal is Judgment, the King of Swords, and again the Five of Cups. Okay. So again, clarifying, don't judge yourself. Master your thoughts. Okay? This is not for the Divine Masculine. He's probably 2 in his thoughts. This is for the Divine Feminine. Learn to master your thoughts without judgment and sadness. You're being called to look up. Look up and hear the music. Block party. You know? Master your thoughts. Be logical and clear. And let go of the sadness. You still have so much right in front of your face. Okay? So it's very clear. And the major arcanas from the Divine Feminine side here are the World in the main read. And then we have in that deck as well, Judgment. Which is tying me to the world waking up right now. There's a whole bunch of new twins waking up around the world, and they need you. Okay, so for the other decks, the Divine Feminine, for the numerology deck got Moderation, which is green, it's number 14. The Merkaba is a very burnt orange, so it's kind of lower sacral. And then the green, of course, is heart. Alright, and 14 is Moderation, it's the Temperance card, which makes perfect sense. So 4 is stability on the inside, being responsible and structured on the inside. Like, I know that I haven't wanted to feel structured at all since I left my job, because I just want to be free to go with the flow. But this is saying there are some habits they want you to build to cover the responsibilities that you need to take care of. And on the outside, showing your leadership abilities. Okay, and that ties in what I just told you about the other twins awakening. So they need you to be strong and responsible on the inside to be a leader on the outside for the new waves becoming awake, okay? But I'm also connecting to Patricia again, Patricia McNeely, because she's always discussing the sexual energy that we receive from our twins, to not feed into it and to pull it up and wrap it around your heart. Okay, because this is sacral and heart, directly related to what I actually met with Patricia yesterday, so I'm reiterating this to you. And it's 5. 5 is sexual, so you are not to feed into your sexual energy. When you feed into your sexual energy, it's used on the other end. So whether your Divine Masculine is stealing your energy just for his own purposes, or he's with his karmic, and then they steal that sexual energy from you when you feed into it. So then the karmic can steal your imprint and make the Divine Masculine believe that their energy is actually your energy. So they can deceive the masculine into believing that they're their twin and not you. Because when you feed into that sexual energy, they take it from you. So, you know, it's like doing Kegels and you know, just pushing that, whatever sexual energy comes into your sacral area, pushing that up and wrapping it around your heart. It's like storing that energy for your union. Okay, so that's for the feminine. And moderation, just in general. Do everything in moderation. Because if you go to extremes, you're going to fall to the other extreme, which isn't the extreme you want to be in. And you see, my energy keeps changing. So you're seeing more and more of your readers, your twin flame readers, their aura is shining brighter. Okay, so the veil is getting thinner. And I don't know how many of you read auras, but I have a green aura. I am a physical healer. Of course, some other colors will come up as well, because we all are the rainbow colors, but the majority of mine is green. The Tarot of Sexual Magic is romance. This is for the Divine Feminine. It's the Five of Pentacles, so it still ties into that Five of Cups, or not the Five of Cups, but it's the Five of Pentacles, so it's still that feeling of being left out in the cold. You know, the Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles relates to the emotions and then the finances behind those two things. You know, losing money, or just having to recover from some kind of hardship financially, but not just financially, practically. You know, just a practical hardship. For example, you know, my son left, so I'm basically, you know, on my own now without my kids around. So, you know, it's that empty nest syndrome. So that can very easily be translated into the Five of Pentacles, because all of a sudden you're alone. So pay attention to these things, because they need to change. You know, it's about loving yourself. In this card, it's romantic for your twin, but today it's about romancing yourself. In the Romance Angel cards, the Divine Feminine got free yourself. Okay, and stay optimistic about your love life. And you see how this person's freely and willingly offering up their heart and gifts. So free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Not being controlling, just loving yourself first. Stay optimistic about your love life says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Right? Because when you respect yourself and you do fun things and you enjoy your life, who isn't going to be drawn to you? Okay? So stay optimistic, look up, not down, and free yourself. Allow yourself to have fun and go do the things that you love to do. Okay, and that's a pretty basic message for the Divine Feminine today. In your separation time, these are your orders. Have fun every day. Meditate a lot, drink a lot of water, exercise, take walks, whatever it is that helps you. We always talk about salt baths and things like that, but anything that's relaxing. Massage came up today. Acupuncture, anything holistic. Check out your vitamins. Are you taking all the vitamins that you need to take right now? And are you getting enough protein in your diet for your energy levels so you won't feel sad? Okay. So now we go over to the Divine Masculine. Okay, so the I'm going to do this. The bottom of the pyramid, because the Divine Masculine starts at the sacral and works up to the heart, is the Hermit, clarified by the Emperor and the Two of Cups reversed. Okay, so this is about a breakup that the Divine Masculine has not been being sexually active because he's been spending time alone, thinking about things, shedding a light on his breakup and how he was the Emperor, always in control of everything, and how that may have led to his breakup. And then on the top, we have the Emperor and the Seven of Swords. Okay, and that's clarified by the Eight of Wands reversed and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So again, we have the Emperor again. It's accentuating, you know, the Seven of Swords the basic energy about it is risk, but it's about lying, cheating, and stealing, because those are all risky things. It doesn't have to be. You could just be taking a big risk. So he's contemplating taking a big risk. But the other message is about the Emperor and being controlling, because however beneficial the Emperor is in his intent, he's still in control. And when you require control in your life, which is ego, of course, there's going to be lying, cheating, and stealing that comes up. There's no way around it. Because if you try to control everything, you will have to lie, cheat, and steal. Because otherwise you can't stay in control, because you're not meant to stay in control. It's like he's running away from his Emperor self. He's taking what he can, what he's learned from the Emperor, but he's leaving a couple things behind, the control part of it. Taking with him what he needs and leaving the rest behind. Because the Emperor is in control, he was not expressing his feelings to, and Spirit's connecting with me, not expressing his feelings to the Nine of Pentacles woman. You know, this is upright. This is representative of the independent woman who has everything she needs. She's very happy. She's stable and she has beauty around her. This is the card that has the, not in this deck, it's a bird, but in another deck there's an owl behind her. So it's about wisdom, because she's been practical with her life and her money and what she loves to do. It's not about how it looks for her. It's not about status. She's wearing what she made, and she's got flowers and animals around her because she just enjoys that. And that's why she's so abundant. Because she's focusing on the right things in her life. But it's reversed for the Divine Masculine. He's not focused on his practical independence. He's focused on control. And he's not controlling his feelings. He's not expressing his feelings. So he's lying to people. And he's losing his independence when he does that. He's not in his power. Because to express your feelings is to be in your power. Because why would you not express your love? Your feelings are your love. That's who you are. It's your inspiration. So the Divine Masculine definitely needs to work on control issues and expressing their feelings. So they're working on that with time alone, and why they have this failed relationship, whether it be their karmic relationship or their twin relationship. And then the cards pulled for the Divine Masculine are from the numerology deck, Surrender, which is 91. 91 is a 1, so it's about masculine energy. Surrender your masculine energy. It is orange and purple, which is about, again, sacral and third eye. Surrender your sexuality, or surrender to your sexuality. But the feminine side of that, though, not the masculine, not the aggression. Use your third eye, meditate more, so you feel the sensual passion, not the aggressive passion. Okay, because the 1 is the male, the masculine energy, which is aggressive. So it's the 1 energy, so the masculine energy on the inside, working through compassion and selflessness on the outside. Okay, which is sensual and kind. And a soft touch. Even though this comes out to be a 1, it's still a 1 energy, because it's about being a leader. Because you need focus. You need to be the leader in the 3D. But you need to lead by surrender. Using your skills. Meditate. Open up your third eye and your crown. and surrender. Go with the flow. Listen to your messages. In the Romance Angels, the Divine Masculine got make the effort. Okay, and that's totally connected to the Six of Cups. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And then romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So all those feelings that you haven't expressed, they're telling you, make the effort to express your feelings. Great love is worth it. Okay? Can't get more clear than that. Surrender and express your feelings. In the Tarot of Sexual Magic, you got the Three of Wands, the King of Swords, and the High Priestess. I actually think it came out like this. I think the cards got shuffled on the table. Okay, it came out the Three of Wands and the High Priestess first, and then the King of Swords came out. It's showing you, saying you have a tie. You guys are in here in this card. They're tied together. See, they both have a tie on their leg, which is funny because my twin connects to me from my feet and legs. And when I'm in a deep meditation, I feel like my legs are being held down with the love energy. It's very strong. But it's saying you're tied together. You can't escape that. You know you want to have this with your twin. Those are your feelings with the High Priestess. Okay? Which describes you and your twin. Okay? You both have these abilities. And she's got scissors in her hand. Or they're not scissors. They look like scissors. Interesting. But they're actually two keys. She's got the keys. And each one's different. They're the same, but slightly different. One looks like it fits inside of the other. She's got the keys. She has the explanations for you. If you have questions, she's got the book. That's what they're bringing up for you guys. All right, she's got the book, so she has the answers and the keys. So if you have questions, you need to reach out to your Divine Feminine and ask. Okay? Can you see her? She has a white cat, not a black cat. She's playing with the cat at her feet. And the cat completely trusts her because her foot is on top of him. And I'm just getting to, she's got bracelets around her ankles, but those are actually the chains of the masculine. Okay, representing the masculine's feet around, the masculine's energy around her ankles. She has so much to tell you and to give you if you'll only open up and ask. And 3 is about expressing yourself, the Three of Wands. It's about opening up your heart. You know, traditionally it's waiting for the ship to come in. But in so many of those cards too, he's exposing his chest to the world, opening your heart to the world, and using your skills, reaching out to your Divine Feminine, because you see who you are. When you don't, you're being this. All right? He's the King of Swords, so it's an air sign, so it's all about logic and what he thinks, and that he thinks he's better than everyone else, that he's controlling his karmic and allowing his twin to watch. Okay? Not a pretty picture, is it? But it's the truth. He is the King of Swords. And then a card that popped out for both of them, the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, is, again, the Five of Pentacles being left out in the cold. They have each other, but not if they don't walk together. And there is a church right there. All they have to do is reach out and ask. So it's reiterating for the Divine Masculine to reach out to his Divine Feminine, to ask for help and to ask for information. There's nothing to fear. The help is right there. Then the point of this read, which I guess is important, it brings both the masculine and feminine together, so it applies to both of them, but from their different perspectives. We got the Two of Wands, okay, which I always see as the twins. Okay, he's got the world in his hands, and it's clarified by the Eight of Swords and the Four of Pentacles reversed. So I see this as the Divine Masculine needing to take the lead, because in the 3D he is supposed to take the lead, in the 5D the feminine takes the lead. He's got the world in his hand, and the world is in the Divine Feminine's heart. You see that? You've got the Divine Feminine's heart in your hand. The world's in your hand, and the world's in the heart position for the Divine Feminine, and the Spirit's connecting with me. Her heart is in your hands. And the Four of Pentacles reversed with the Eight of Swords is telling us to let go of the prison. Okay? If the world's in your hand, how can you take advantage of it if you're in a prison? You have to let go of it. So it's saying let go of the stuff. Free the prisoner. And for the Divine Feminine, it's going to be reiterating, go out and enjoy this world. You have everything at your feet. You have your wand, and your Divine Masculine's wand is right here. It's not going anywhere. Go out and enjoy the world. It'll still be here when you get back. Let go of the prison, and let go of the stuff. So again, we're clearing out our house and home and our bodies and our minds, freeing ourselves from the trap in our minds. For the Divine Masculine, it's the same. And I have more clarifiers for this central card. It's about both sides having the world in their hand. Okay, so the Divine Masculine, like I said, you're holding the Divine Feminine's heart in your hand. And you have the world in your hand. And you may be busy making plans on the path that you need to take. But don't forget to let go of everything first before you choose your path. And for the Divine Feminine, it's just freeing yourself from all of your prisons and your sorrow and your pain. And the same for the Masculine, let go of the pain. It's all in the mind. For the Divine Feminine, be strong. Okay, you're feeling weak. All the swords and the negative nightmare stuff are coming up from the underlying energies today. So they're just telling you to be strong. For the Divine Masculine, I've got this long chain that goes down to this clarifier for the Masculine. Speak your truth. And this guy is facing the Feminine. You need to speak your truth to the Feminine. Even if it's harsh, it's the truth and you need to say it. You need to express your feelings and the truth. And it's funny because the bridle on the horse, this cord right there, it has M's on it. Remember I said the M ... in the male headings about meditating and massage. It's there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's. So if that means anything to anyone, there's 8 M's on there. So to meditate before you speak your truth. Okay, from your heart. Okay, there's a lot of orange in there too, so it's very sacral and sexual. But make sure that the foundation is from your heart, because that's all green. And to not expect death. So the cards that are going from the two, this is how they're positioned on the table. And the next cards, the clarification cards I'm going to show you for the Divine Masculine, go from this card down to this card. They literally attach from one to the other. Okay, so from the Two of Wands to the Messenger of Truth. So here's the Divine Masculine picking his path, looking at the world that he has in front of him, and which way does he want to go. And the path of the clarification cards leads down to him telling his truth to the Divine Feminine. It starts out Three of Pentacles, which is his place of work, the coming together, or wherever they met. Could be at church, could be at another spiritual place where they came together, or it could be artistic work, or church, or synagogue, or wherever the places that you pray. And then it went into the Hierophant reversed. So there's a couple different things coming in for this. It's, alternative thinking at work, as far as your spirituality and the way you think about things, about life, not untraditional. But it's also about a divorce going on that's connected to your work. And then we have the Magician reversed. So that's a lack of confidence. He doesn't feel like he has the tools to do what he needs to do. But he does. But maybe because of this alternative way of thinking, or a divorce that's going on, or a breakup of a contract at work, the Divine Masculine isn't feeling his confident self, because he's undergoing a lot of stress. Then as the connection comes down towards the Knight of Swords, we have the King of Swords. So this is natural to the masculine, okay? Being logical and mastering your thoughts. Pretending. Don't forget, with the King of Swords, he's all about controlling his thoughts. So he can have, a poker face. He can lie very easily. Saying don't lie about all the stress that's going on and all the stuff that's going on in your life, because you're pretending that everything is okay, but it's not. That's not honoring yourself. Because then we have the Death card as we come down to the Knight of Swords. Okay? In order to change your circumstances, there must be a death, a resurrection, a rebirth, a transformation. It's also Scorpio. And we have the Hierophant. I guess it's traditionally Taurus, and the Magician, Aries. Taurus, Aries, and Scorpio. And then the King of Swords, of course, is the Divine Masculine, which is an air sign, or someone with those attributes of thought and being logical. And since I'm picking up those three signs, there could be a business trio at work between a Scorpio, an Aries, and a Taurus that needs to die, basically. It's not working, and the Divine Masculine is lying about it. He's pretending that it's all fine, and it's not. And it needs to die. And then the last card coming down to the Knight of Swords is the King of Pentacles. So it's like the King of Pentacles going out on his own. So the Divine Masculine changing from his logical self in this business contract that he has, to his Pentacle self, being his own man. Okay, because the Pentacles is the culmination of the tarot. So he's he's integrated all of the other signs already when he becomes the King of Pentacles. So he doesn't need anyone else. He can do everything on his own because he's well balanced and abundant. So there needs to be a death so he can go out on his own. Okay, and there's also the Emperor is so involved here too. I don't know if there's a father figure, whether it's an in-law or the actual father for the Divine Masculine, that's an interference here because they're controlling. And they may not be all bad, just really controlling. And it's causing issues. There could be brother issues, you know, competing for the father's attention. Because again, we have the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles upright here, and death between them. So whatever this competition is between these two men, whether they're brothers or business partners or friends or whatever it is, needs to die. It's causing issues for both of them. It's not what they thought it would be, and it needs to be broken. The only way that they can come back together is through a transformation, a complete rebirth. So there needs to be a death, so there can be a coming back together, which leads to the Divine Masculine speaking his truth. So if you do those things, okay, then the culmination for the both comes out as the Two of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Wands. So it's a coming together. Number one, Two of Cups is always amazing for the twins, for an outcome. But it's specifying to me, when you come together, the Divine Feminine, you know, could still have a little shell on her and be sad, and the Divine Masculine could still be wishing for something else to come into his life. You know, waiting for a ship to come in, whether that's financial or someone from his past. There's still things that will need to be let go once you come together. She needs to let go of the hurt that he's caused her, and he needs to let go of a future he thought he'd have, because it's no longer his future. He just needs to keep his heart open and stay present and not look toward the future. She needs to keep her heart open and take the shell off and not look at the past. You see that? See how that works? So they're going like this and coming back together with the Two of Cups. So look at that again. The Two of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Okay, literally as the masculine and the feminine. Him looking to the future and her looking to the past. And how those are the things that need to be corrected. They both need to be present with their hearts open wide. And that's the work that you need to do. It also could represent that the Divine Masculine, instead of the King of Swords, is at least now in the Queen of Swords. Okay, so he's becoming softer. And that the Divine Feminine is looking more out to the world, to what she wants to do. You know, doing something for herself. And taking the world in her hands for a change. Okay? So this is clarified by this card singly. Right? So it's letting go of the sadness and the pain. No more crying. But with the Truth, we have Ace of Swords, the Devil reversed, and then the Two of Swords reversed. Okay, so it's like letting go of the crying. So when you come together, cry. Let it out. tell the truth to each other so that you can get it all out now. If you hold stuff back, it's going to come out later and mess with your relationship or your union. So when you come together, cry. Cry together. Make a bond of truth and triumph and a new beginning in the way you think. Letting go of codependencies, addictions, feeling restricted or tied to someone. And telling the truth. You're letting go of all these things, all the things you felt like you had to hide from other people, including your twin. Let go of all that. And get clear on what it is that you need to let go of and what you need to say before you say it. Okay? Because you need to completely rip the blinders off at this meet when you come together. Let go, be truthful, let go. And even if it hurts, cry together. When you're in union, you're going to cry together because you're still going to purge. Make this be the start of that, of bonding. Sharing your hearts. Even if it's in sadness, to let go of all the past pain and expectations of the future. To release. Complete release. Right off the bat. Don't hold anything back. Everything comes out. Got it? Okay. So I think that's the gist of it. I'm going to pull your oracle cards for you. We have the Ascension deck. Okay, here's the Ascension deck. This is just going to be for both of you. One card for both, please, for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine Twin Flames. What is the advice? The whole deck. We're going to try again there. By the way, when I was shuffling for the Divine Masculine too, that whole deck kept falling down too. Like they needed to know everything. Alright, so this is for the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Archangel retreats. Sorry, it's hard to see it. The affirmation is, I visit Archangel, whoever it is you want to visit, in my sleep tonight. It's number 50. It says one of the most effective ways to accelerate your ascension is to visit Archangel retreats during your sleep. It helps to know where the retreat is, but it's not essential. During the day, think and talk about the Archangel whom you wish to visit. Breathe in his energy to prepare you for your journey. When you're ready, ask to be taken to his retreat. Your Archangel will unfold you and help you with whatever you need most. Your guidance is to receive for yourself and ask for the light to help you serve the world. Okay? So it's giving you an assignment during this meditation time that you're being encouraged to do more of, to ask to go to Archangel retreats. For yourself first, and then for the world. And that's for both of you. It's number 50, which is a 5. Again, it's about conflict and change, freedom and expression, and sex, and vacations, and romance. 0 is always about God, power, source, prime creator, however you term the expression. 0 is that energy on the inside, so God within you, the God within you, because you are one with God, working through the conflict on the outside. So when there is conflict on the outside, to go to the 0 point, literally. Okay? That's what it's telling you. And you do that by visiting Archangel retreats and meditating. So this is the past life deck. And this is for both the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. What is the advice for the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine? Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Twin Flames. What is the advice? And we have spouse. two cards that kind of wanted to fall off after that. Spouse was definitely the card. If you were interested, these were kind of struggling to come out. So authority figures in love life. So there may be some interference. Maybe this is coming up about the divine masculine, the authority figures at work or court, if you're going through divorce or contract proceedings, that you need to finish up with this in order to get to your love life and your marriage. And this is definitely about a coming together in marriage. It's not about, the authority figures is about divorce. So it can be divorce, but it also is about new marriage, because we have love life and the red rose. And the heart, you see the heart in the back. So there's definitely new love here as well. And it doesn't have to be divorce court. It could just be about authority figures or business contracts or a father figure who's in your way. And the bottom of the deck is the arts. And again, these are for both the divine masculine and feminine. So you use your creative talents in coming together in your relationship. Whether it's artistic, musical, doesn't matter what it is, anything creative. That it will be appreciated by your divine feminine or your divine masculine. It's got galactic origins, they're saying. I'm getting Singing in the Rain. Okay, and then here's the Journey of Love. And this is for the divine masculine and feminine. What is the advice for the divine masculine and divine feminine twin flames? How perfect and pure. I mean, none of these cards are colorless. There's only one or two. The Lovers is white too, but most of them have a ton of colors in them. It's very pure and simple. The Swan, and the Swan is the rebirth from the ugly duckling. You know, it's the caterpillar to the butterfly. The Swan. And Spirit's connecting with me. Beauty is in simplicity. Let me get the book. The number of the Swan, and by the way, the bottom of the deck is God Speaks 33, which is the Christ vibration, 33-6. It's all about love, family, and community. God Speaks, keeping it simple, a simple life. And that's 67. '67 is a 4. Okay, so it's, you know, the 4, this stability and structure of a simple life. But it's being spiritual on the inside and loving and family oriented on the outside, right? So being so quiet and peaceful inside yourself, because everything is there for you, and you have all this love and family around you that reflects on the outside of you and creates stability, because stability comes from your heart being your home. And 67 is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is the knight that's practical and responsible and goes slowly, but always reaches his destination. He's kind of like the turtle. He's the workhorse. But he has lots of friends, because they all respect him. Gliding with grace. Nothing is withheld from this beautiful soul. This is the swan. It can discern what is genuine, authentic, loving, and what is from the ego parading. And how perfect. The Knight of Pentacles is the workhorse. It's like the chalice, you know, where it's gold on the inside, but just very basic on the outside, because it's not important what's on the outside. It just says gold on the inside. So I'm going to read that again. Gliding with grace, nothing is withheld from this beautiful soul, and Spirit's been connecting with me. It can discern what is genuine, authentic, loving, and what is from the ego. And what is from the ego parading. Even through the most impressive words or gestures, this soul can sense the withholding, or the holding within, of a core of fearful separation from the divine. So when you're trying to prove yourself on the outside, it's just fear, because you're detaching from love. Don't have to prove anything to anyone. You just have to be you. With grace, it allows all to be, and moves amongst this world in inspiring light and grace. Paramahamsa, the great swan, the soul that moves the souls of others, is reaching to you now. The guru, the teacher, the light, the love that is all. You are blessed by sacred divine relationship with the essence of love itself, that adores you and wants only for you to be free. This oracle reaches to you now, indicating that you're held within the grace of a great soul, a teacher of the heart, of the spirit, and there's endless light bestowed upon you for protection. Your path ahead is assured. Soon you'll be shifting from hope to a sense of inevitability in your attainment of the spiritual goals closest to your heart. Be with your practice of love through meditation, yoga, kindness, nature, dance, and singing. Don't forget about that block party now. Whatever speaks to your heart, and know you are one with the divine, and it's only a matter of time before you realize it. And it's a very short poem. To love from afar, always share our dreams of what will unfold. And the next page goes into drop into your heart. Okay, so it's a little longer than usual. Hope you were resonating with everything, and I want to thank everyone for their likes, shares, subscribes, and their comments. I appreciate your time so much. And to everyone I've worked with, I feel like every one of you is so special. I feel so honored to have connected with you and worked with you. And to everyone, have an amazing, amazing week. Don't forget to stay in your heart. Rise and be love. See you later.